Over 65 and worried about your creatinine levels? Maybe your doctor has mentioned that your kidneys are a little stressed. Or your lab report highlighted creatinine in bold. And now every twinge in your lower back makes you wonder if your kidneys are in trouble. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of older adults in the United States get the same call or the same message in their patient portal every year. The good news is that while creatinine is serious and always deserves medical attention, there are simple, gentle steps you can take in your kitchen to support your kidneys. Today we're going to walk through 3 kidney-safe fruits that can fit into most renal-friendly eating plans and may help support healthier creatinine levels as part of an overall kidney-protective lifestyle. We'll talk about why creatinine goes up, how these fruits help, how much you might eat, and how to keep everything safe and realistic so you can still enjoy your food without feeling afraid of every bite. And throughout this, remember one important rule: nothing in this video replaces your doctor's advice. These are general education ideas to discuss with your own healthcare team, not personal medical treatment. Let's start with what creatinine actually is. Creatinine is a waste product that your muscles make every day as they use energy. Your kidneys filter creatinine out of your blood and send it into your urine. When your kidneys are working well, creatinine is kept in a healthy range. When kidney function slows down, creatinine can rise in the blood because the kidneys cannot clear it as quickly. That is why doctors often use creatinine, along with other numbers, to estimate your kidney function, sometimes called eGFR. Creatinine can also go up for other reasons: dehydration, very heavy exercise, certain medicines, or suddenly eating a lot more protein than your body is used to. But in older adults, especially over 65, kidney function naturally tends to decline over the years, and creatinine can creep up even if you feel fine. That's why your doctor keeps such a close eye on it. A single fruit, or any single food, cannot magically flush creatinine out of your blood. What foods can do, especially over weeks and months, is reduce some of the strain on your kidneys, lowering inflammation, supporting blood pressure, providing fiber to steady blood sugar and cholesterol, and avoiding excess sodium, phosphorus, and potassium when needed. Fruits that are naturally low in potassium and rich in antioxidants, like apples, berries, and red grapes, are often recommended as kidney-friendly choices for many people with kidney issues, especially when portion sizes are controlled and the overall diet is balanced. Before we dive into the 3 fruits, a quick but important safety note: not every kidney is the same. Someone with very mild kidney changes has more flexibility than someone on dialysis. Your potassium and phosphorus limits may be different from your spouse's or your friends'. Some fruits that are fine for one person may be restricted for another. That's why, if you've been told to follow a renal diet, it is essential to work with a kidney dietitian or your nephrologist before making big changes. Even changes that seem healthy. A food that is generally kidney-friendly can still be a problem in large amounts, or if it interacts with your medications. For example, fruit juices can raise blood sugar quickly, which is important if you also live with diabetes. So as we talk about these fruits, keep this mindset: we are not adding magic cures. We are choosing smart, gentle tools that can support what you and your doctor are already doing to protect your kidneys. Now, let's talk about the first kidney-safe fruit, the humble apple. An apple a day might not completely keep the doctor away, but it can be a steady ally for your kidneys. Apples are naturally low in potassium compared to many other fruits, which can be helpful if your doctor has asked you to watch your potassium intake. They are also rich in soluble fiber, especially in the peel, and contain vitamin C and plant compounds like quercetin that support heart and blood vessel health and help lower inflammation. Why does that matter for creatinine? Think of your kidneys as very delicate filters sitting at the heart of your circulation system. Every day, they are exposed to whatever is flowing through your blood: sugar, fats, toxins, and inflammatory molecules. Diets high in fiber from fruits like apples have been linked with better blood sugar control, better cholesterol patterns, and lower markers of inflammation. All of that reduces the long-term wear and tear on those filters. Less strain over time can help slow down further kidney damage and keep creatinine from rising as quickly. For someone over 65, apples have another advantage: they are easy to prepare and gentle on the stomach. You don't need a fancy recipe. You can eat a small to medium apple raw with the peel. Slice it over unsweetened oatmeal, or bake apple slices with a sprinkle of cinnamon for a dessert that feels comforting but doesn't overload you with added sugar. If chewing is difficult because of dentures or dental issues, unsweetened applesauce is a simple alternative. But remember that applesauce digests faster, so keep the portion modest and pair it with a little protein, like plain Greek yogurt, if your kidney diet allows dairy, or a spoonful of nut butter. To steady your blood sugar, a reasonable starting portion for many older adults might be half to one small apple a day. But again, your dietitian may adjust this based on your full meal plan. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Eating an apple every day for 3 months does more for your kidneys than eating 4 apples today and then forgetting fruit the rest of the week. When we talk about creatinine and kidney health, we also have to talk about what apples help you avoid. Because apples are satisfying and full of fiber, they can replace snacks that are much harder on the kidneys, such as salty chips, sugary pastries, or packaged desserts loaded with sodium and phosphorus additives. Those additives, often hidden in ingredient lists, can be especially tough on weakened kidneys. By swapping in an apple for just one processed snack per day, you aren't just adding something good, you're taking something harmful out of your routine. Over weeks, that swap can improve your blood pressure, weight, and blood sugar, all of which are tightly connected to how your kidneys perform and how high your creatinine runs. Our second kidney-safe fruit is the small but powerful blueberry. Blueberries are often called a superfood for a reason. They are naturally low in potassium, but extremely rich in anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep blue-purple color. These compounds are strong antioxidants that help fight oxidative stress and inflammation, two of the biggest enemies of your blood vessels and kidney tissue. Research and expert kidney organizations regularly list blueberries among the top recommended fruits for people with kidney disease because they pack so much protective nutrition into a small, low-potassium serving. For an older adult over 65, blueberries are also very convenient. You can buy them fresh in season or frozen year-round. Frozen blueberries often have the same nutrients as fresh, sometimes even more, and they can be cheaper and easier to store. You can stir a small handful into plain yogurt, blend them into a smoothie with water and ice instead of juice, or sprinkle them over a bowl of kidney-friendly cereal. If you use frozen berries, you don't even need to thaw them fully. Let them soften slightly so they don't crack your teeth, and you're good to go. A common portion size suggested for many people with kidney concerns is about half a cup of blueberries. But again, your personal target may be different, so check with your dietitian or doctor. Why are blueberries talked about so much when it comes to creatinine? Remember, creatinine is not just about what you eat today, it reflects how your kidneys have been treated over months and years. Chronic inflammation and oxidative stress damage the tiny blood vessels and filtering units in the kidneys. Antioxidant-rich fruits like blueberries help neutralize some of those damaging molecules, protecting your blood vessels and helping your kidneys function in a cleaner environment. That doesn't mean blueberries can repair a severely damaged kidney, but they can be part of a protective, anti-inflammatory eating pattern that slows further decline. Think of it as gently taking your foot off the gas pedal of damage. Less pressure on the kidneys, less inflammation, more time before creatinine climbs to the next level. At the same time, blueberries help you manage other risk factors that quietly push creatinine higher. Many older adults struggle with prediabetes, diabetes, or metabolic syndrome. Blueberries, when eaten in whole form and in moderate portions, have a relatively low impact on blood sugar compared to sugary desserts or fruit juice. Their fiber and polyphenols can help improve insulin sensitivity and blood vessel function. They also contain vitamin C and vitamin K, which support overall healing and bone health. And just like apples, blueberries can replace less kidney-friendly sweets. Instead of a bowl of ice cream or a large piece of cake after dinner, a small cup of blueberries with a dollop of unsweetened yogurt can satisfy your sweet tooth while keeping your kidneys in mind. Our third kidney-safe fruit is the red grape. Red grapes, especially when eaten with their skins, are rich in flavonoids and resveratrol, plant compounds that support both heart and kidney health. They are also naturally low in potassium compared to many other fruits and can provide hydration in a gentle way. Expert lists of kidney-friendly foods frequently highlight red grapes as a smart fruit choice for people living with chronic kidney disease. Why are red grapes special when we think about creatinine? First, kidneys and heart health are tightly linked. High blood pressure, clogged arteries, and stiff blood vessels can all worsen kidney function over time. The bioactive compounds in red grapes are known to support healthier blood vessels, help reduce oxidative stress, and may support better blood flow to important organs, including the kidneys. Second, grapes are a water-rich fruit. While fluid restrictions are important for some people in advanced kidney disease, for many older adults earlier in kidney trouble, staying gently hydrated is part of protecting kidney function. Small servings of red grapes can provide both fluid and antioxidants in the same bite. For a person over 65, red grapes are also an easy snack to portion and chew. You can keep a small container of washed grapes in the refrigerator and reach for a handful instead of salted crackers or cookies. If your appetite is low, grapes can be a light, refreshing option that doesn't feel heavy. A reasonable starting portion might be about half a cup of fresh red grapes, or roughly 10 to 15 grapes, depending on their size. As always, this should be personalized. If your doctor has you on a strict fluid or potassium limit, ask how grapes fit into your plan. There is one important caution. Grape juice and sweetened dried fruits behave differently from fresh grapes. Grape juice, especially in large servings, can spike blood sugar quickly because it removes most of the fiber that slows absorption. Sweetened dried fruits are often concentrated in sugar and sometimes come with added syrups. If you have diabetes or are watching your weight, it's usually better to choose whole, fresh grapes and chew them slowly rather than drinking juice. Whole fruit gives you the full package: fiber, hydration, antioxidants, and satisfaction. Now that we've looked at apples, blueberries, and red grapes individually, let's put them together into a daily pattern that can gently support your kidneys and creatinine. Imagine a typical day for a 70-year-old living in the US who has been told their creatinine is a bit high, and their eGFR is slightly reduced. Breakfast might be a small bowl of oatmeal cooked with water, topped with half a sliced apple and a small handful of blueberries. This combination gives you soluble fiber, antioxidants, and slow-release carbohydrates without overwhelming your kidneys with sodium or protein. Lunch could include a simple salad with lettuce, cucumbers, and a small portion of grilled chicken or another protein recommended by your doctor, followed by a small bunch of red grapes as dessert instead of a sugary pastry. In the afternoon, if you get hungry, you might have unsalted nuts in a very small portion, paired with a few apple slices. Dinner could be a plate half filled with low-potassium vegetables such as green beans, cauliflower, or cabbage. a portion-controlled serving of lean protein, and water or an herbal tea instead of soda. For a sweet finish, a few spoonfuls of blueberries or a small fruit cup that fits your plan can satisfy you without overloading your kidneys. Across this day, notice what is happening. You are feeding your kidneys antioxidant-rich fruits that are generally considered kidney-friendly, while also avoiding many of the big kidney stressor, fried foods, packaged meats, heavily salted snacks, sugary drinks, and sauces full of sodium and phosphorus. You are also likely stabilizing your blood pressure and blood sugar, which are two of the biggest drivers of long-term kidney damage, over weeks and months. This kind of pattern can support better kidney health, and in some people, it may help creatinine stay lower than it otherwise would have been. Of course, diet is only one piece of the creatinine puzzle. If you are over 65, there are several other key habits that work together with these fruits to protect your kidneys. Staying adequately hydrated, within the limits your doctor recommends, helps your kidneys filter waste more efficiently. Gentle physical activity, like walking, light stretching, or chair exercises, supports circulation and helps control blood sugar and blood pressure. Taking medications exactly as prescribed and avoiding over-the-counter pain relievers like ibuprofen or naproxen unless your doctor approves is crucial, because many pain medicines can quietly strain your kidneys when used too often. Managing your blood pressure and blood sugar with your healthcare team's guidance may be even more important than any single food you choose. Regular lab follow-ups are also essential. Creatinine levels can change over time. Some days you might be a little dehydrated. Some weeks you might have more inflammation from an infection or illness. And these fluctuations can show up in your lab results. Instead of focusing on a single number, your doctor will look for trends over months. If you've made changes like adding apples, blueberries, and red grapes, reducing salt, and staying active, mention that at your appointment. Your healthcare provider may be able to see the impact in your overall lab pattern, blood pressure, and weight, even if creatinine does not drop dramatically. Sometimes, staying stable is actually a huge success. As you listen to all of this, you might be wondering, is it too late for me? I'm already over 70. My creatinine is higher than it used to be, and I've had these habits for decades. The answer, for most people, is no. It is not too late to make things better than they would be otherwise. Even small changes at your age can slow down further damage, help you feel more energetic, and give you more control over your health. Choosing one kidney-safe fruit to add each day, swapping out one salty snack, taking one more short walk, or drinking one extra glass of water, if allowed, are all powerful steps. You don't have to overhaul your entire life in 1 week. In fact, sudden, extreme diets can backfire, especially in older adults who need steady nutrition, not deprivation. Let's summarize the key idea behind creatinine-friendly fruits in simple language. Apples offer low potassium, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds that support heart and kidney health and help you avoid less healthy snacks. Blueberries bring a high level of antioxidants with very little potassium, supporting blood vessels and helping calm the inflammation that wears down your kidneys over time. Red grapes provide resveratrol and other flavonoids that nourish your circulation and offer hydration in a small, sweet package, while still being generally kidney-friendly in appropriate portions. Together, these three fruits fit well into many kidney-supportive eating plans, especially for older adults in the US when used thoughtfully and under medical guidance. As we close, remember this: your creatinine number is important, but it is not your identity. It is a signal, not a sentence. By working with your healthcare team, staying curious, and making realistic, steady changes, like adding these 3 kidney-safe fruits, you are actively protecting one of the most important systems in your body. You are not just managing disease, You are caring for yourself in a way that respects your age, your history, and your future, before you change your diet. Especially if you have chronic kidney disease, diabetes, heart disease, or take multiple medications. Talk with your doctor or a registered dietitian. Ask them if apples, blueberries, and red grapes are appropriate for your stage of kidney function and what portion sizes make sense for you. Then, when you bite into that crisp apple or toss a few blueberries onto your breakfast, you'll know you are not just enjoying a fruit, you're giving your kidneys a small daily act of kindness.